Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Rauhiya Hamdun from the State University of Zanzibar, and I'm here to present course number 6 called Energy Efficiency and Storage Application. In terms of power sector in Zanzibar, it is mainly held by 3 key players, which are Ministry of Land, Housing, Water and Energy, Zanzibar Utilities Regulatory Authority, called ZURA, and the Vertically Integrated Utility, which is ZECO, which is the main sector or main actors in the electricity sector. So, key sector legislation includes the ZECO that govern the operations of the utility, and ZURA that establish the sector regulation. So, operators are ZECO and ZURA are the sector regulators. So, Department of Energy and Minerals within the Ministry of Land, Housing, Water and Energy is responsible for policy setting and overall sector coordination. But this ZURA, which has been established in 2013, they are merely responsible for technical and economic regulation in water, petroleum, and electricity sectors. So ZURA function includes tariff setting and review, licensing, promoting economic efficiency and performance, monitoring of sector utilities, and promoting private sector participation. And what about ZECO? ZECO, it is fully owned by the government, called the Revolutionary Government of Zanzibar, through the ministry. And they have their own responsibility, which include generation, transmission, distribution, and the sale of electricity on both Unguja and Pemba. And this ZECO also, it gives utility the mandate to sign power purchase agreements with any public authority or independent power producers for the bulk purchase of electricity. Okay. As I said, Zanzibar, these are 2 islands, Unguja and Pemba, but so far, these 2 islands have not come up with their own power supply. So automatically, Zanzibar relies the power supply from the Tanzania mainland, or we can call it Tanganyika, because Tanzania name has been obtained from Tanganyika and Zanzibar. So Zanzibar, so far we do not produce our own power. So we depend directly from the Tanzania mainland. Both Unguja and Pemba are completely reliant on power purchased from Tanzania mainland through submarine cables of having 100 megawatt power and 25 megawatt power capacity respectively. This new 100 megawatts having 132 kilovolt submarine cables was installed in 2013 as we had a problem of these, they have collapsed. Those introduced before, they have collapsed due to the demand of electricity was approaching its maximum capacity. So the new cable was submerged in the year 2013 that was having 100 megawatt power and 132 kilovolt capacity. So currently, there are abundantly and locally available resources of renewable in Zanzibar, including solar radiation. We are now engaging in those renewable energy here in Zanzibar, wind, hydro, and biomass, and wastes. Examples of those energy supplies that are situated here in Zanzibar, although we have a few of them, so some of them that we have, the majority of people in Zanzibar, they are living on biomass. Most of the people, especially on rural areas. I mean, people over here, you can tell them nothing about other sources of energy. They are really, really relying on biomass. Against the other lower energy consumption, such as petroleum, diesel, which are having 20%, and electricity taking 35%, and other source of renewable energy like solar, wind, and others, they having only 5%. Example of biomass that are used here in Zanzibar include woody, biogas, liquid biofuel, and biomass cogeneration, which is very promptly in increasing energy efficiency up to 90% approximately. These contents of biomass are the ones that are transformed into electrical power, but this is not mainly used here in Zanzibar. Also, we have solar production also, in which between 2,800 to up to 3,500 hours of sunshine per year, with a global radiation between 4 to 7 kilowatt hour per meter square per day. Average solar flux in some parts based on 24 hours can be as high as 300 watts per meter square or more. We also have some energy supply in Zanzibar, including wind. Proven wind power generation exists here in Zanzibar, including the one found in Nungwi. Nungwi, it is found in Unguja, and the other one, it is found in Pemba, in a village called Micheweni. So these are the two places that we have wind power generation that are available here in Zanzibar, in which the wind speed that have been recorded in those two stations is in excess of 7 meters per second. But there are some cases of some renewable energy projects that are already well functioning in Zanzibar. Some of them are slaughterhouses waste to energy that are available at Kisakasaka village in Zanzibar. How do they work? These slaughterhouses, they turn waste into power. They put the waste and wastewater through a fermentation process that releases methane, which is then captured and burned to produce electricity, in which in this place, approximately we get 10 kilowatt hour each. Also, there is a small island available in Zanzibar called the Uzi. And here in Uzi Island, solar battery charging station for rural electrification, initially 10 SBCS system installed for every 5 households within 300 meters diameter. It which we have 120 watts power each, and the batteries at 70 to 100 each. Also, there are some places which also implement these renewable energy projects privately, like there are some hotels, like a Verde Hotel in Zanzibar, which is also using solar energy supply for the whole hotel building. And it is not not a small hotel. It is a 5-star hotel, and they are using solar energy supply for the whole hotel building. Also, there is an Institute of Science and Technology called the Karume Institute. They are using solar energy in most of their daily activities in workshops. So this Karume Institute, they have, because this is a Science and Technology Institute, so they have certain lab works and workshops in which they are using solar energy so as to carry out their daily activities in those workshops. Not only that, but also here in Zanzibar, we have road lights. These road light poles and the traffic lights that are available in Zanzibar in urban areas, they are using solar energy so as to be operated. Okay, so those were some of the cases or examples in which renewable energy have been implemented here in Zanzibar. So for this course, energy efficiency and the storage application, what are we expected goals and learning outcomes for our students here in the university? So the main goal here, after learning this topic, students should be able to understand the basic areas of energy efficiency and storage application. When we say these basic areas of energy efficiency are those in which places or which areas the student will be able to use the technology which are going to use less energy so as to perform the same function. So student will be able to understand those high efficiency heating and cooling systems, and also they'll be able to understand the usage of energy saving light bulbs, let's say like that. So in short, this will practically take students to be able to understand these areas which are very crucial for the energy efficiency and storage application. And also the other goal is to discuss the theory and applications of different energy storage devices, because there are certain energy storage devices, so students will be able to practically see and be able to gain the knowledge on the application of different energy storage devices. Not only that, but also students will be able to describe the various types of energy efficiency solutions and explain the benefits in the use of a more efficiency approach. Example, or we can say, through this, students will gain the knowledge on how to optimize the energy efficiency of all kinds of energy systems so as to increase the use of renewable energy instead of fossil fuels. After that, what are the learning outcomes? After learning this topic, students should be able to define energy efficiency and storage in buildings, explain and analyze how heat flow in the building, calculate energy losses in the building, differentiate heating and conditioning system, examine illumination system in the building, and explain about passive house, those buildings in which thermal comfort can be achieved slowly by post-heating or post-cooling of the fresh air mass, and a zero consumption building, in which the energy that is consumed in those buildings is equal to the renewable energy that have been created annually. So those were the learning outcomes that we are expecting our students to come with after finishing this topic. What are the learning opportunities for students? Okay, after students have learned this course, which opportunities they are going to get or they are going to obtain? Because what we expect them after finishing these courses to obtain the knowledge that they are going to be applicable outside the university environment. So which opportunities the students are going to gain are, first, they are going to get the concept of energy storage and efficiency and how they may be applied for carrying out all types of energy-dependent activities, such as manufacturing products, heating, or cooling buildings. The other one is the optimal appropriateness, cost, and sustainability. So the opportunity that they are going to get is the optimal solution to any potential energy storage and efficiency application. Solution to appropriateness. Which energy storage application is appropriate for a particular environment? Which one is cost effective? Which one it is sustainable for a particular environment? Because one energy storage application may be not suitable to the other place, but it is very suitable to the one place. So students will gain the opportunity to understand the better solution for the potential energy storage and efficiency application. Not only that, but also different opportunities and measures for reducing energy use in buildings without sacrificing comfort levels. as well the real benefits with which energy efficiency measures, and aid them to understand why energy efficiency is high priority in supporting greater sustainable energy supplies for development. Also, the Energy Conservation Building Codes Rating System and case studies on energy efficiency building in Tanzania. Thank you very much for listening.